Sup, King and Queens. Here with a new video. Today's topic is about be salty players and how it affects the community and just different opinions on what people think about it. So I just interviewed everybody at my locals that showed up. Not everybody, but some guys, the people I thought would have a good point of views and whatnot. There are some funny ones. I'm for sure in it. Um, yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Um, Let me know what you guys think about saltiness and what salty players and what you think about the topic. And if there's other topics you'd like me to talk about, feel free to leave a comment. Alright, what's up, Kings? I'm here with my boy Andy. He ain't shit, but he's been around the game for a cool minute. I'm gonna ask him a couple of questions about salty players. Okay. Where do you think saltiness comes from in Yu-Gi-Oh players?
Being bad at the game.
Being bad?
Yeah.
What else?
I think when players don't believe that a loss is their own fault, then they get really upset and salty.
Okay. Do you get salty?
Do I get salty?
Yeah.
Sometimes, I guess.
What triggers your salt?
Usually when I lose to myself, and then the next game I lose to like them doing something dumb. Then it's like I could have won, and then I lost because of like something else that's also really retarded.
Got it. Do you think salt is good for the game or the community?
I think it helps to weed out who's like the good players and who can improve and who can't.
Okay. So do you think salty is coming from a point of arrogance, or is it coming from a personality? Or
It definitely comes from arrogance. I think anybody can get salty, but arrogant people are more likely to get salty, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think a lot of the quote-unquote professional Yu-Gi-Oh players, the guys with top YCSs, will come to locals and they'll get smashed by the guy that's playing, Dark Magicians? Do you think those guys are more susceptible to being salty or not as much?
I mean, even among pro players, I think there's like a big variety of personalities. I know some that like top all these events and then they come back and they'll lose to a deck, but they won't even be mad at that they lost. They're like, how could I lose to this kind of, like, it's like I deserve to win.
Yeah. So you think that it's more of them looking down on players?
Yeah.
Even if they don't want to say like, oh, this player, took the time, learned this deck, learned the meta, and then applied that.
Yeah. Yeah. One time I played in a tournament and I pretended to be someone who I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then some guy I beat in Top Cut, he was like, oh, I lost to this random person. It was just really funny.
Oh.
But he was like so salty.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Do you have any shout outs or anything?
No.
Okay.
No. Everybody else sucks.
All right, there you go. Everybody else sucks. I believe that. All right. Hey, I'm here with, please introduce yourself.
My name is Charles Borneman.
Okay, Charles. How long have you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for?
6-7 years now.
Okay, you still like the game?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Don't lie to us. We all know it's not.
No. Not when it's that slash draw FTK.
Oh, okay. So then it sounds like you'll be a good candidate for this topic. I'm talking about salty Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. Where do you think salt comes from?
Salt comes from when someone spends outrageous money on a deck and they lose with it because they're trying to justify having spent it. Like, I paid so much for this deck, and when I lose with it, it's like,
Yeah.
I should be winning. Or because, like, you lost in some cheese way. Like, someone beat you in a ridiculous or a disrespectful.
Tell me one of your cheese ways you got beaten. Reincarnation draw.
No. Something even that's ridiculous, but something like you got 500 life points left. They drop that ear of millions on you and attack for something like that.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Or like they top deck one card. They
Engage.
top deck engage, draw 2 more, just
Yeah.
turn 1 card into 5.
Yeah, get engaged into engage.
Yep, that's the kind of stuff that.
Okay. Do you get salty?
Occasionally,
What triggers your salt?
when other people are acting like, "Oh, I'm so fantastic," like you're calling other people garbage, and then they don't have the skill or the deck to back it up.
Okay. So do you think it's people's arrogance, or do you think it's their personality, or do you think it's because they're still trying to justify, like, I spent this much X amount of dollars,
I think it's
just
all of
lost
them.
to?
Like in a combination, it's kind of all of it. Like
Okay.
there are examples where like it could be one or the other or a combination of them, and then there's all of them. There's also you have all of them.
Okay. Do you think salt is good for the game, the community, the?
Well, salt is a natural part of any game, like a video game or any tabletop game. Any game you play, there's always going to be salty people. It's not necessarily healthy for the game. That's more of people's personal problems playing the game.
Okay. Okay.
That's just an aspect of it you have to accept.
Okay. Do you think people are more susceptible to being salty because they think they're, like, say, like the quote unquote, like, pros? Do you think they get more salty than regular players do, or
Like
do you-
competitive players?
Yeah.
I think they would, yeah, because competitive players are more likely to spend like $300, $500, up to $1,000.
I think more. I mean, look
Even
at
more than
Teledad.
that.
Yeah, look at Teledad when Teledad was like what, like 2,000?
Necros, oh my god, don't
Yeah.
even get me started on that deck.
Cosmos, right? Cosmos, drop 500 and sell it for 250 the next weekend. I'm just saying. Who do you think is the saltiest player you know?
Saltiest player I know? Anthony or Sam, if anyone remembers. who
Oh,
that
you
guy
can't
is.
talk shit about my teammate. I ain't gonna let you do that. You know.
San Fermano? That's the
Yeah.
Either Anthony or Sam. One of
Okay.
those two.
I'll give you Anthony because no one likes Anthony. All right. All right, Charles. Thank you for your time. Any shout outs or anything?
No, nothing comes to mind really.
All right, I was gonna say fuck them, but it's cool. All right, man. Appreciate your time. You have a good one. What's your name?
Anthony?
Anthony?
Yeah.
How long you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for?
I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for like maybe a year, a little over.
A year?
Yeah, around
Okay.
there.
Hey, so what do you think about salt in Yu-Gi-Oh?
I feel like people get angry a lot, but for the wrong reasons.
Okay.
Like if their deck can't beat another deck, they get angry. But
Okay.
it's about like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh is about like adapting to what's strong in the format.
Okay.
But,
Okay. Adapting. Okay, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one.
But
Okay, go for it.
the people that can't adapt usually tend to get angry. But that's usually what I think about it.
Okay. Do you get salty?
At times, if I know I can like beat another deck, and I just brick, I don't know. I get kind of angry.
Okay. What triggers you?
Confident players, or I'd say like players that are too confident and like they rub it in if they beat you.
Oh, like me?
Kind of, but
Do you
you know,
think?
I win sometimes.
Do you think pro players are more susceptible to being salty than you,
Yeah,
or
I
than
feel-
anybody?
I feel like pro players kind
unquote.
of build up an ego, like they feel like they're automatically better than someone just because they've like topped the YCS and stuff like that. But there are people that don't like to participate that kind of have the same potential.
Okay. Okay. Do you think salt is good in the community?
I feel like it kind of contributes to the ban list somewhat, because like all of the people on social media complaining, like especially with the firewall, how everyone started posting about like firewall should get banned. Konami actually did something about it, so I feel like people getting salty kind of contributes to it, and it should be.
Okay, so you think people, the salt really is going towards like ban lists and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's really interesting because I haven't had anybody really say the things that you have said so far,
Yeah.
which is really interesting, and I really like that. Who do you think is the saltiest player you know?
Except for the cards I need.
Saltiest player that I know, I think would be my other friend Anthony.
Oh, okay. Your other friend Anthony? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, he ain't shit, right?
He's not terrible, but he's not too good.
Okay. Okay, you got any shout outs?
Just shout out to the people that play PlayStation. Romero.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Fortnite.
The usual club EQ. It's pretty nice, pretty fun.
Okay.
Pretty enjoyable.
Cool, man. Thank you for your time. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. What's your name?
Brandon Yugioh.
Oh, have you ever been arrested before? I'm fucking with you. All right, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Very simple, straightforward. How long have you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for?
I've probably been playing it for around 4 years.
4 years? Okay. Kind of competitive?
Mostly, yeah. I try to be.
Melvin, do you need a third trap trick?
I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about salty,
Yeah, I found it.
salty Yu-Gi-Oh players, saltiness, and where it comes from, and what you think of it.
Okay.
So, where do you think saltiness comes from?
I feel like not playing the game properly. That's where saltiness most originates from.
You think so? You think it's about personality-wise too, or no?
I mean, yeah, it has something to do with it, but I feel like it's mostly just like not playing your cards correctly.
Okay.
Is where the most saltiness comes from.
Do you get salty?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to admit
What
it, yeah.
What triggers your salt? Like what triggers you?
Just making a move that I knew was wrong to begin with, but
Yeah.
I still did it anyways.
What about if a player does something that you don't see or you don't predict? Does
Like-
that kind of trigger you?
Like cheating?
No, like something like who strikes a normal summon or like who strikes something, it's something
Striking the
Freaking
normal
no
summon?
summon.
That's
just
fucking
like-
crazy.
yeah. Like something
That's
like
crazy.
that. Something like that,
Yeah,
know?
that would make me salty.
Right? I mean, and then you realizing like, fuck, like I fucked up. Like, does that get you?
Kinda, yeah, because I should have known, like, that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, like damn, like he really just soft cheated me.
Right.
Okay.
Why not just go with?
Do you think salt
I need either
is
this
good
or
for the
Dual
community?
Saga-
Do you
one
think
Dual
it's
Saga one.
it's okay to be salty sometimes? Do you think it's not? Do you think it's like kind of bad for the
Those are good
community? What do you
gloves.
think about it?
I feel like it is good just because it like motivates you to be better, Be more competitive.
Okay. Who do you think is the saltiest player you know?
I'd have to say my guy Ramiro.
What?
Pretty salty.
Yeah, fuck that guy, huh? He ain't shit.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, you got any shout outs?
My cousin Jason.
Fuck him.
Team Greed out here.
Oh, okay. I see you. All right, man. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Problem.
What's up, Daniel? I know this guy's name because he's part of BPC. Yeah. And congratulations on your top at EDS. You just smacked the fuck out of everybody, huh?
I got that
Shut up.
position pin.
Oh, okay. I see you. You looking kind of handsome with it. You know what? Put it on for the interview. You got to flex on some people, There you go. Okay. Like, 2 pins. All right, man. Let's talk about salty Yu-Gi-Oh players and salty in the community.
Okay.
Where do you think salt comes from?
I
Fucking
think
table, right?
Eating all the salty ass fries.
salt's human.
Okay.
Like, you set yourself up for an expectation. You're trying to do well at something. You put time, effort, money into it. And when it doesn't go your way, whether because you fucked up, because someone cheated you and you didn't realize till later,
No, that's soft
That's a
cheese.
big one.
We all try to get away with those.
and then or even just like the random variants. Like cards like Soul Charge are still
so.
at 1.
Yeah, and they top deck it.
Ripped Soul Charge last night actually.
Do you get salty?
Pretty salty.
Yeah. Okay. What triggers you gain salt?
So most of the time it's on a new deck I've been working on.
Okay.
And you know how you can play a deck like a dozen times and draw great hands? Mm-hmm. And then you'll take it to a local, take it to a regional, and then like 4 rounds in a row, you just draw complete garbage.
That YGO failing you? That dueling network fails you?
Yeah, just. And I try to console myself. It's just variance. I'll look at the build when I get home, but.
Okay. Do you think salt is a good thing in the community?
I think it's an unavoidable thing.
Yeah? Well, do you think anything good comes from it? Or do you think people are just, I'm going to laugh at you because you're hella salty?
I think salt points to a good thing. We get salty because at the end of the day, we care.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we are actually invested in the game. And it's important for us to be able to push past the emotional reaction.
Okay.
But sometimes you can utilize your salt to take it home, look at your builds, look at your technical play, and make yourself a better duelist.
Okay. What triggers you?
A lot of things, but
Like what? What is the most thing you're just like, fuck? Dawn Reincarnation?
okay, so this is the number one thing for me.
Okay.
You ever have those players that can't be bothered to read your cards?
Oh, yeah.
And so you're playing out your turn, and during that same turn, 3 different times they ask you what one card does.
Let me read that shine ball again. Okay. I get those. Yeah, I'm one of those players. What? It's like you tell me it's a fact. Wait, it does that? Wait, what? No, let me see that again. I'm too lazy to read. You know. Who do you think is the saltiest player?
Honestly, I probably am the saltiest player I know. I'm just a lot better at hiding it than you guys give me credit for.
I know. Our team is kind of notorious for it, you know, just talking shit. And yeah, I can see it. You fit in really well. So what at the UDS? Who'd you end up clapping?
Oh my god.
This is our team captain vibe.
Oh, yeah, what's up, my friend? He didn't clap me.
All right, man. It's good love. See you at locals. I'm about to clap you. Get salty. All right, man. Any shout outs?
Well,
Oh, shout out.
shout outs to Vi,
Okay.
Miro, the team.
Okay. I fuck with that. Anything else?
Oh, that's it.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Okay. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Raphael here.
Okay, Raphael. How long you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for?
Most of my life, I think the earliest I did was like maybe 6 years old, just casually, like in elementary school.
Okay. How long you been playing competitive for?
Competitively, probably since junior year of high school is like the first time I went to I started like buying cars myself and really getting into the swing of things.
Okay. You still like the game?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, what? Okay. You're the first liar on the whole video. Where do you think salt comes from? Like when we talk about salty Yu-Gi-Oh players.
I think it comes from a combination of things that like for the people that like buy the best deck, quote unquote, max rarity and all that stuff, and they lose. I feel like they feel they got ripped off somehow.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I bought like three Sky Striker engages, bought the whole engine, and everything in max, and I lost to I don't know, Madolches or shit like that. And then they figure out, like, oh, I've just wasted all this money, all this time. I think that's where it comes from. And just some people are just assholes too.
Okay, so you think it's personality traits and whatnot?
Yeah, because I've seen people get salty for winning, and just because they didn't win the way they wanted to. It's all based on situation and what they're doing.
Okay. Do you get salty?
Oh yeah, of course sometimes. Like I usually most of the time I get salty as myself is if I lose because of my own plays.
Okay.
Well, if I lost to someone who just simply outplayed me, I got no issue with that. Like you outplay me, you outplay me.
Yeah.
My problem is that like if I lost because I just was playing awful, like just doing everything poorly.
Yeah. Do you think salty is a good thing or not?
Not
Do you
real.
think it's good for the community? Do you think it's
No,
like, no?
like for one thing, it gives us all bad rap. Like you see like the memes online with people like screaming and stuff like that. Like no one looks good after that. The entire community looks a little jaded and weird after that.
Okay.
Also, I mean, like it doesn't do you anything. Like being like sure, I mean, like you can be angry yourself and reflect over it, like remake your plays afterwards. But just being angry for anger's sake doesn't do you anything, especially in this game.
Okay, so there is somewhat of a good thing, but it's more of a negative.
I mean, like, it's okay to be angry yourself for playing, for example, in my last region I went to, I didn't do all that well, and that, like, I got a little upset with myself because of that, but then that made me, like, look over my profile, really see, like, what was the problem here? Was it the matchups? Was it me playing? Was it ratios? Stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, you can be angry yourself, but as long as you improve from it, that's where it becomes okay.
Okay. Who do you think is the saltiest player you know?
The saltiest player I know. No.
Say names, man. Just say names.
My buddy Scott, like.
Okay, fuck Scott. No.
No, like we were playing like chaos. I was playing like my old school like chaos deck from like 2003 that I made and he was playing like I can't remember what he was playing. I think it was like this like combo wombo ninja deck, and I just special summoned like Chaos Emperor Dragon, blew up his field, and I never seen a man just lose his shit more in my life.
Okay. Sounds good. I appreciate for your time.
Yeah, of course,
and,
man. It was
have
fun.
a good one, all right, man?
All right, well, I'd be YouTube famous.
What's up, man? Introduce yourself.
I'm John, man.
John?
God, oh God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I see some sauce on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, how long you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for?
Man, like 7 years.
7 years?
Yeah.
How long you been playing competitive for?
Apparently for like a year.
Yeah. How you like it so far?
It's cool. It's way different than what I'm used to. Links came out. I was like, I don't know, and I hopped on. I love it.
Oh, okay.
It's broken.
Like Thunder Dragon
I'm gonna talk about being salty.
Salty?
Yeah.
There's a lot of salt in the community.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think it's no good, but it's funny when it happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When you put Terreno on the board, there's a lot of salt. I swear. Two
you-
Terrenos in a Gustav Max, over.
Over.
It's
done.
over. It's
done.
done.
Just scoop it up.
Done.
Just scoop it up.
Yeah, scoop.
Yep. Do you get salty?
I mean, I have, but like, I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, it happens with like DBZ fighters, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Something like that. But Yu-Gi-Oh, like, if I get outplayed, I get outplayed. It sucks to brick, but you know, whatever. What can you do?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. What's the saltiest you got a guy?
At regionals, I put 2 Terrenos and he just grabbed his shit and walked off. And I went to shake his hand and he was like, nah. And he just walked off. And I was like, damn, I did good.
There you go.
I'm a scrub.
Huh? Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think being salty is a good thing?
It can't because it strives for improvement because you don't want to lose to that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like alter guys, like that's one of my hardest matchups, and I admit like I got 5 back row, like there's not a lot I could do. That's why they made Red Reboot. You gotta get better. You gotta think.
Yeah. Like word from a wise guy I know. I'm not gonna lose twice to a deck that I think is shit.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you? What triggers you to get salty?
Fucking.
What makes you be
answer?
like?
No answer.
No
You just
answer.
sit
No
there.
hand traps.
You don't want to quit. You don't want to scoop. You want to be that guy.
Yeah.
You just-
Wrangle comes on board. You're just like
And
fuck.
you getting beat up like what that border, the match respected border, dude. Salt. I was salt.
Okay. Who do you think is the saltiest player you know?
Harold.
Harold?
Well, yeah, he's so right here. Salt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is he a good player?
He plays Blue Eyes.
Oh, he's shit, huh?
No, it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's another thing about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like your originality. Like if you like that deck, you want to be good with it. Then
There you
what
go.
I'm saying? Yeah.
There you go. You got any shout outs, man?
Shout out to Shaba, Omar.
Fuck Shaba, no. Where he at?
Shaba's cool. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Raphael. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus. You know, Bobby Boucher.
Okay.
Goku, Broly.
369?
369. Yeah. You know, he pedophile. You know, he can stay in jail. Nah, fuck that, nah.
Words from a wise man. He can stay in jail.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe.
There you go. Say it for me. I don't say that shit.
Yeah.
This is our infamous team leader.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? Creator of VPC. What does VPC stands for?
Vi's prize cards.
How many prize cards do you have now?
0.
How many did you have?
A lot.
Yeah, like almost all of them. And you got a
single
girlfriend. No. Fuck with
that
you.
Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, we don't fuck with no bitches here.
Just niggas.
Yeah. Oh, okay, bro. I'm gonna talk about, the great topic, salty Yu-Gi-Oh players. Okay. Where do you think salt comes from?
Just when something that's out of the ordinary happens. Like, just like kind of like top decking when your opponent top decks a card that you're just like, damn, you really just drew that shit.
Yeah, that was your only out.
Yeah, it's just or even like having the answers for everything. Example, if I'm going through like a Goki combo and they have the Ash and then the Ogre and the Impermanence, like all 3 of them, and then they have like follow-up plays with it. Like it's like, fuck, you have everything. A little salty right there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this derives from some things that you can't help.
Do you get salty?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, dude, you know. You're like the biggest one I know.
Oh shit. Yeah, I get salty.
What triggers you to get salty?
Just things that I can't help, or just if my opponent has answers to things and where I can't end on like a great board, that hurts. But like mostly it's more of how do I put it? Just not being able to play Yu-Gi-Oh. If I can't put up a board going first because I get hand trapped out, or if they put up a board where I can't do anything against it. And
Like
it's
Rongo?
Like Rongo. I mean, Rongo I could kind of play with, but I mean, I remember I went up against Rongo. I was like, oh, I could beat Rongo, but then they flip order on me, so I was like, oh, okay, that sucks. You have the one of and the Rongo, so I was like, oh, that's a little salty. Like, yeah.
Okay.
But
Do you think salt is a good thing in the community?
honestly, I think it's a good thing, but you can definitely kind of like try to learn from it. Like if you get salty because you lost to Rongo, then you should learn that you should play it.
He's talking about himself.
I know. That's James. That's another teammate right there.
Dirty gang.
All right, bro. You were messing up my interview. Okay. Like that face when you make when you're wrong.
So like if I'm salty that I was like drunk.
He just needs attention. He's not loved as a child.
Be like that's
I know, huh? Rams start doing good one season. That's all you get.
Those you girl
All right, bro. Let me continue with my interview. Killing it right now.
What was the question?
Do you think salty is good?
It's not, but it could be a good like learning lesson. Like if I'm salty because I lost to Rongo, maybe I should side deck cards that beat it. So that's the.
I want to hear the question.
Who do you think?
I want to hear the question.
Who do you think is the saltiest player you know?
It would be Alejandro De Jesus
fuck
Alcantar
that. Hey.
when we have 5-minute rounds and he can't do anything because I always open Ash.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. All right, can you shout outs?
Shout outs to VPC, all my niggas on there. Just everybody on like Area 51 too, all my real ones out there. David Tigner, that's the boy.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate the time. What's up, kings and queens? This topic is gonna be about salty players.
Yeah. So he just hold on. What was the card that beat him? It was this one, and then he just passed it up.
There's Rivalry and Imperial Order.
That one, just everything.
Yeah.
Anyways,
because I made one trap card.
Okay, so where do you think salt comes from?
Cards like this.
Okay.
Cards like this. Cards
one
that
us.
says like this. Yeah.
Cards that shouldn't exist.
Yeah. This combo, really.
Okay.
This combo is just like I lose. Like, can't do much about it.
All right. Let's see. Do you ever get salty?
Fuck yeah, all the time. Especially losing to bad players like Bai.
Okay. What triggers it?
This combo.
Okay.
Specifically this combo.
Okay.
When they engage into an engage, that kind of pisses me off.
Okay.
I hate when like multi-roll. And I can't tag out.
I mean that one's pretty good too.
Yeah, that was good, pretty too. But I mean, like multi-roll, like they go afterburner, multi-roll, then they go afterburner, then I can't tag out. So I'm like, oh, this is sad.
Playing a weak ass deck, that's why.
Probably. I don't like meta decks, you know that.
Do you think salt's a good thing though?
Yeah, I do. Because after the I lost to that stupid Floodgate, he gave me some good advice. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You know, team captain gave me pretty good advice. I'm gonna take to heart. So I'm probably not gonna lose to another Altergeist player again. So
Bingo.
beware.
Hey,
Beware.
hey, best advice I ever give.
There
You never
go.
lose to bad decks twice.
There
Amen to
you
that,
go.
baby.
Famous quotes.
All right, and then speaking of salty players, do you know any?
Oh, dude. Shout outs to VPC.
Okay.
We're the saltiest out there.
The whole team?
Yeah,
Fuck.
I mean, you know, I think the ocean is full of salt because we exist. And
What the fuck?
that's about it.
All right.
Any shout outs? My shout out.
I didn't even fucking ask you that.
What? Don't worry about it. I'll ask myself. Any shout outs? Shout outs to VPC. Shout outs to EQ for putting up with my bullshits. Any shout outs there, Mr. Interviewer?
Not that I already gave. No.
No, okay. Well, fuck everybody else, right?
Amen to that.